Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making skillet steak tips and garlic potatoes. Alright, I have a cast iron skillet heating on medium heat. And I'm going to add in a half a stick or 4 tablespoons of butter in here. And my butter's frozen, that's the way I store it. And I'm going to get this melting down. And I'm going to put in about 4 tablespoons of olive oil. That's going to help enrich that butter so it doesn't scorch on me. I'm going to melt this down. Let me grab a spoon. And guys, I'd like to thank all you guys for the well wishes for me and the family with the COVID we're going through. I'm getting better. I'm going back to work tomorrow. Holly and Eric and Zach just got sick yesterday, and Greg, my other son, isn't showing any symptoms yet. But I appreciate all your well wishes and all your concern. It really means a lot to me and my family. Right now this is starting to melt down. I have 1.5 pounds of baby Yukon Gold potatoes I sliced in half. I'm going to get them in there. I'm also going to add in, I should have had this ready guys, my apologies. I'm going to add in 3 teaspoons of pre-diced garlic. If you use fresh garlic, just use about 3 or 4 cloves. And I'm also going to add in some Italian seasoning. Probably about, I'd say a teaspoon. You want to season your potatoes good. And I'm going to add in a little bit of salt and pepper, and this is the taste. I'm going to allow my potatoes to cook here over medium heat until they start to get tender, because it's going to take them a little longer to cook than the steak, so we want to get a head start on them. Okay, while my potatoes are cooking over here and getting softened up, they have a ways to go yet, I have some top sirloin steak here. I'm going to season it with some of this, Lowry's, McCormick's Himalayan pink salt and black pepper garlic mix. And then I'm going to cut this up into steak tips. And it's cheaper if you buy your meat whole like this, and I know right now nothing's cheap, and you trim the fat off and you cut it up yourself, which that's what I'm going to do, trim the fat and cut this up. So while my potatoes are cooking, I'll cut this into steak tips. Alright, now that my potatoes are tender, I pulled them out and set them aside. I put another half a stick of margarine or 4 tablespoons in there and some more olive oil. I have this set on medium heat. I'm going to get my steak tips in there. And we're going to fry it until they're nice and brown. And Holly likes hers cooked through, so I can't have no pink in the middle. So I'm going to stay out here and stir these every so often to get them nice and cooked the way Holly likes them. Right now that my tips are done to the desired doneness, I turn my heat off. I'm going to add my potatoes back in here. You can see how nice and browned up those potatoes got. I'm going to stir this together. The potatoes will help season the steak, and the steak will help put moisture in the potatoes. Now I have some fresh parsley here I diced up. We're going to put that on. Stir that in. Now I'm going to move this off the heat and let it rest for about 5 minutes. That'll help that steak draw some of them juices back in and get even more tender. I try to keep this nice and tender, but that'll help you even get even better. So when it's done resting, we'll fix up a plate and we'll see what we got. I also made some butter corn to go with it. Let me get in here and try this. I'll start out with a piece of that steak. Nice and tender. Well seasoned. Now if you don't like your potatoes quite so dark, which I don't mind, add your garlic in a little later in the game. Potatoes are tender, creamy inside, well seasoned. Guys, that's really delicious and it wasn't hard at all. Alright, there you have it. Skillet steak tips and garlic potatoes. Thanks for watching, and remember, love what you eat and eat what you love.